Putting duct tape over his mouth didn't affect him any. Did you just hear yourself say that? A 7-year-old!
We head to Painesville, Ohio for a plea hearing. 42-year-old Timothy O'Neill is pleading guilty to 2 counts of endangering children. 2 years earlier, the Lake County Sheriff's Office received a call claiming that O'Neill and his live-in girlfriend, 42-year-old Francesca McGuire, were abusing O'Neill's son and daughter, who were 7 and 12 at the time. An investigation revealed the children were victims of physical and mental abuse, including starvation, the use of restraints on their hands, their mouths being taped shut, and calisthenics as a form of punishment. Court records also revealed that McGuire had a previous conviction for domestic-related violence against another child. After the children were removed from the couple's care, a doctor at the Cleveland Clinic determined that the 7-year-old was suffering from malnutrition, with the boy weighing only 38 pounds. O'Neill and McGuire were both arrested and initially charged with endangering children and domestic violence. O'Neill agreed to plead guilty, and his domestic violence charge was dropped. Today, he appears before Judge John O'Donnell to enter his plea and hear his sentence. Both the state and defense have agreed on a recommended sentence of 2 years in prison.
What is your plea to endangering children, a felony of the 3rd degree?
Guilty.
Before the judge imposes sentence, the defendant reads a brief statement to the court.
I didn't know about Francesca's past, and I'm sorry that I didn't catch on to what Francesca was doing, sooner.
When did you catch on to that?
It took me a while, because she would tell me that my son was acting up. The psychiatrist put him on medication, and she told me he stopped eating, he wouldn't eat. And he started losing weight, and I questioned her about feeding him. And then she told me that it was the pills that he was on, and Francesca said he wasn't sleeping. That's why he was up doing toe touches in the middle of the night while I was sleeping.
Why was he being punished with toe touches?
When he would talk back or something like that.
Why toe touches?
I don't know. It was just something that Francesca started doing, and I went with it because he didn't like it.
All right, besides being unduly influenced by Francesca, when it finally dawned on you that all this nonsense was going on, what exactly did you do about it to end it?
I didn't know what to do.
Well, the answer is you did nothing.
Right.
Right.
I was trying to figure out something to do, but I didn't do anything. Right.
How about throwing Francesca out on the street and getting your kids the help they needed? Wouldn't that be the thing to do?
That was an option that I was thinking about, yeah.
Why were you thinking about it? Why didn't you do it?
I don't know. Because
You know
I
why?
made a mistake.
Listen to me. Listen.
Because I made a mistake.
I don't buy for a minute you didn't know this stuff was going on, because you were knee deep into it. So don't give me this woe is me nonsense that you were unduly influenced by her and manipulated by her. That's garbage.
There were a lot of things that happened that shouldn't have.
That's kind of the understatement of the year, isn't it? What about putting duct tape over his mouth?
It was a little piece of duct tape, and I put it on his mouth for him to be quiet. It didn't affect him any.
Putting duct tape over his mouth didn't affect him any. Did you just hear yourself say that? 7 years old. 7 years old, 38 pounds. You got him out in the garage doing toe touches below the sign that says, if you have energy to play, you have energy to do toe touches all day. A 7-year-old! What the hell is wrong with you? Sit down. This is one of a handful, 3, maybe 4 cases I've seen in 10 years that is amongst the most repulsive that I've seen. What a 42-year-old man does to his 7-year-old child and his daughter. It's repulsive.
When he's finished, Judge O'Donnell delivers his sentence.
I am not going to adopt the joint recommendation of counsel because I don't believe it's appropriate in this case. On count 1, I'm going to sentence you to 36 months in prison. On count 2, I'm going to sentence you to 36 months in prison.
O'Neal was sentenced to a total of 6 years in prison, triple the recommended sentence. His girlfriend, Francesca McGuire, also pled guilty to 2 counts of endangering children and was also sentenced to 6 years in prison. Neither are eligible for parole. As for the 2 children, they're now living with their mother's family.